Good morning, everybody. My name is Carla, and you've reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross-stitch, but also other crafts that I enjoy, and a little bit of life thrown in. So today is Sunday. It's February 25th, and this is my FlossTube number 230. Welcome. I want to say thank you for coming and stopping by my channel. If this is your first time finding me, I hope that you like what you see, want to hit like and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And if you are not the first time visiting, if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and sharing this time with me each week. It means so much that you are here and that I can spend time with you and that you react and comment. Last week, you know, YouTube, sometimes my videos upload in an hour and sometimes it seems to take all day, and last year was an all-day situation. I filmed at my normal morning time on Sunday, and my video was not completely uploaded until I think after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, which I hate because it really like messes with, I don't know, my statistics. It seems like the last like month or so my videos have been, you know, getting, I don't know, 600-700 views, and then when it's really late like that, I just don't get as many views. So I don't know if it's that people are randomly watching FlossTube on Sundays, and if I don't catch that, you know, catch that wave, it's a bad thing, or if it's just a fluke. I don't know. Hopefully today will be better. Of course, I won't know until you know, because you'll be seeing the video. So anyway, just know that if there's ever a reason that I don't upload a video, like I'm sick or something like that, I usually put it in the community chat thing. If you're not seeing a video at the normal time on Sunday and I haven't announced it ahead of time and I haven't put anything in community chat, it's probably just uploading really slow. You know, God forbid something really bad has happened to me. Other than that, then that's probably what it is. Yeah, it's probably just YouTube being YouTube. So anyway, let's get started. Weather. I always give my little Southern California weather report. It's kind of gray and gloomy today. We're supposed to be having sort of cloudy weather for the next few days, and then maybe some sun coming out, and then maybe some more rain at the end of the week. We did have rain last week and the week before. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think the rain is done. It is getting, you know, slightly, gradually a little bit warmer. We're kind of occasionally hitting the 70s, and I can tell it feels warm in my apartment. So, and I think part of that has to do with, and I've said this before, how low the temperature goes at night. Like if it goes down into the 40s really strongly, then it keeps my apartment cooler. But yeah, I mean, it's only supposed to be in the mid 60s most of the week. I think we're hitting 71 or something around Thursday or something, but that's basically what it is right now. Zoom reminder. I did schedule a Zoom for next Saturday. So this is the last time I'll have to remind you. Next Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So please join for that. I would love to see you guys. I know it's been a little bit longer than normal because I kind of didn't do one. Well, I didn't do one in February. I think time just, I don't know, February is a weird month for me with all of the personal sort of emotional stuff that goes on in the beginning of February, end of January with the loss of my parents and all that kind of stuff. It can be a hard month. So anyway, we're done with that part of the year and moving on. And so Saturday we will get together and hopefully spend some good quality time stitching and chatting and all that kind of stuff. So next Saturday, the 2nd at 3 o'clock. Other than that, it's been, you know, it's been a week. I am looking forward to starting this new campaign playing D&D with my brother, so I've been kind of like D&D focused. And I know I talk about it on here, not, you know, fairly often. I've never been like a super, you know, strong like D&D player or anything like that, but you know, I did start doing that with my family, and I've always kind of enjoyed it. Not super knowledgeable about it, but have always kind of enjoyed it, and so I'm looking forward to that. So I have been talking to my brother about it, you know, through text and email and stuff. He sent me different character things. So because of that, of course, I've had D&D on the brain, so I started watching again Critical Role. If you are into D&D, you know what I'm talking about. They're on like their third campaign, and they're like 3 years in. I think this one started in 2021, I want to say. I don't know, there's like 85 episodes so far, and when I say episodes, it's like Critical Role is a live role-playing game. Basically, you're watching voice actors. They're semi-famous in their industry. There's 8 voice actors who are playing a pretty elaborate D&D game. So it's if you're into D&D, then it's fun to watch, but it's also fun to watch because they're just really good at improv and just very quick on their feet thinking. And Matt Mercer, the guy who runs it, who's the DM, has created basically the world, I mean, with the help of his friends. But these are professional voice actors who have known each other for a really long time and have played D&D for a really long time. So it's really entertaining to watch. Or listen to. I mean, basically they're sitting around tables. It's not like you have to watch it. It's good for stitching because you can kind of just listen. But anyway, so I started watching them way back, but kind of stopped. And I decided I wanted to start watching again, but I didn't want to start in the middle of a campaign. So I went back to the beginning of the third campaign. But as I started to say, each episode, which I think they all come out on Thursdays, they're like 4 to 5 hours long. So it's a time commitment. So I've been watching that a lot this week, and I'm into like the 20s now. Well, the last couple weeks, I guess I've been watching it. So yeah, there are times when I like fall asleep watching it and I don't go back and I miss stuff, but it's fine. I'm getting the gist of the story. So I've been very into that. I haven't been watching as much FlossTube because of it. But I've been enjoying that. So I'm kind of in D&D mode, or D&D brain right now. Let's see. So this was a weird week for me though, as far as like crafting and stuff, because I just like every night I felt like I don't feel like stitching, and then I kind of fart around. I did some crochet. I didn't feel like doing that much either. But I ended up stitching like every day because I'd finally like, I'll just put a few stitches in, and then I ended up, stitching. So I don't know, but some days it's like I think about it all day, like at work, like I can't wait to get home and pull out the stitching. And some days I just don't feel like it, and I have to kind of convince myself. But usually once I pull it out and start stitching, I enjoy it. Crochet stuff, I did work on my my cocoon cardigan. Nothing exciting to see, just it's getting bigger. I worked on my sock a little bit, so that's growing a little bit too. And I did work a little bit on my latch hook rug. So I'm into like about a section like that big that needs to be finished. So I probably won't show you each little stage of the way. When I get it done, I'll pull it out, show you. Then I need to like really give it a bath, figure out how I'm going to bind it. I know I saw a video on YouTube on how to do the binding on the back. And then I'll have a rug. The other thing I did this week, I made another crochet basket using the Lion brand Thick and Quick. I was looking in my yarn basket over here, and I had a ball of the Thick and Quick that I had used, like a ball and a half or whatever, to make a pair of slipper socks for my friend's mom. And this was what was left, and I thought, well, what else am I going to do with like a partial ball of the Thick and Quick, so I went ahead and made another basket. This one I put a little handle on the top, which is not done very well, and it's a little crooked. Like, now that I look at it, it should be over probably like 2 or 3 stitches, like over to there, but I still think it's pretty cute. These are not like necessarily my colors, right? This was just the ball that I had, and I actually got this because it was colors that my friend would enjoy, or her mom. So, but I just think it's really cute. And I don't celebrate Easter, but if you do celebrate Easter and are looking to kind of make an Easter basket that would be a keepsake, I mean, how cute would that be to have a little Easter basket for somebody, and then, you know, put your grass and your candies and stuff in that, and then they can keep the basket. I don't know, I think it's really cute. The handle was like an afterthought with a little bit of yarn still left. So, you know, as I said, the handle is crooked, but still, I wanted something because just the size of it, it seemed like it needed something. But, you know, I really like this yarn, and I like making baskets. I don't know, it's fun. And really, this took like maybe an hour. It's a pretty quick process. So, okay. Now, the first thing that I got to show you guys in stitching, you already know this because I put it in the title, I'm pretty sure, is, yay, I got my first finish of 2024, yay! I was getting so sad every time that I did my my description box. Every video that I've uploaded so far this year, I go in and I adjust the description box if I have any, you know, anything to add or whatever. And my finishes section has been like, nothing yet, nothing yet. Well, I finally got my first finish of 2024. I finished Frog Bouquet, which is by DesignWorks. And so cute. I just love it. I even got the little, there's supposed to be like little French knots in the eyes, and on the Frog Dancer I put a bead, so I put a bead this time as well. I need to get an iron so that I can finish this, or these. So my idea is I have a canvas, and I think if I go off the edges, which is fine, I think it's big enough for both of them. So I have the two, and I'm gonna kind of like just put them on a little piece of like oval mounting board or something, I think. So I'm gonna take this, I'm going to, I think, like decoupage it with blue napkin, so it's got a blue crinkly sort of base. And then I got these lily pads, so I'm gonna put this on it. So this will be blue, and then it'll have like lily pads on it, you know. And then, well, this is Frog Dancer, not Frog Bouquet, but it's ironed a little bit better. And then these will be on there. So that's what I have in mind. You know, we'll see how it comes out at the end. I may have to do 2 instead of 1, like 2 smaller pieces instead of 1 bigger one. But we'll have to see. Haven't 100% decided on that yet. And as I said, I broke my iron, so I need to get another iron so that I can finish these, because obviously they cannot be finished with big lines in them. Now, when I bought this fabric to match this fabric that I had, and they're supposed to be the same. They're not. This is way bluer than this. So that may be a reason to do them separately and hang them not quite as near to each other. But I also think that if they have the lily pads behind them and the blue peeking through, it's not going to matter so much. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that I got a finish to put on my list. And of course I finished these close enough towards the end. Like I was talking about starting those other flower charts, but now I'm going into a different month. I probably won't start the flower charts this year or this month anyway. And you guys were not helpful anyway, because everybody that commented, like everybody, like every color got like a vote or 2 votes. So it's like, that didn't help me. There wasn't like an overwhelming, like everybody said pink. No. One person said pink, one person said peach, one person said blue, one person said purple. Yeah, so that didn't help at all. Thanks a lot. Okay, so that was my finish of the week. And then the whips that I worked on. I worked on my little Mill Hill Beehive piece. Got, you know, the flowers and these little leaves and stuff done on that. Oops. Get in there, needle. And I worked on pomegranate, my Mill Hill pomegranate, a couple times actually this week, because I do really kind of want to get this one done. And I'm close. All I have left is the rest of the background and then the beading. Which there's a lot of beading on this, so this isn't, I don't think this is a, you know, sit down and do it in half an hour kind of beading situation, but I should be able to get this done in a fairly short amount of time. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish this week unless I devote a lot of time to it, which I don't know if I'm going to want to. Sometimes I want to do the same project more than once, but sometimes, you know, I don't. So we'll just have to see. But this one is close to a finish. So that is exciting to me. Okay. Then I worked on my little snapdragon. And this was already, you know, has been on my February calendar because of the flowers. But I also thought it was very appropriate to work on him this month for the whole year of the dragon. New Year, Chinese New Year, or Lunar New Year. And let's see. I think this was one of those nights when I didn't feel like stitching very much, so I didn't actually get a ton done. But I worked some down here, a little bit more in the wing, and then I worked up a little bit in the flower. Okay, this is Purple Allium by Riolis. And I dyed the kit fabric that came with it. I worked all over the place in this, actually. I think I did a lot in that flower. So I'm not 100% sure that the color that I dyed is, you know, is going to be a good plan or not. Honestly, I would rather dye it and have it not be as much of a success and enjoy the stitching on it than stitch on the white fabric that I don't enjoy. So, you know, sometimes when I dye fabrics or I pick crazy fabrics, they may not always be a success, and it doesn't 100% matter to me. But so far, I think I do like it. I think that the yellow and the purples are, you know, they're complementary on the color wheel. So I think it's going to look really pretty. You know, it may not pop as much as it does on the white. We'll just have to see, because I'm still kind of at the beginning of it. Let's see. Oh, this is the Dandelions. There's my picture. Dandelions. These are artwork by Lauren Dawson, charted by excuse me, LittleRoomIntheAttic. These are both free charts. And I am doing both of them on one piece of fabric. This one is called Dandelion, and this one's called Dandelion's Family. So that's how it will look, sort of. And I would have had more done on this, but I had one of those situations where, you know, like you're stitching and you stitch a whole section and then you realize that you made a mistake up at the beginning of the section and you can't. I thought about fudging it, but I'm like, this is going to just throw everything off. I had like one stitch off, but yeah, so I had to frog it out and then put the stitches back in. So I was down more in the bottom of his leg going into his foot and had to take a lot of it out before I restitched. So that's how far I am right now. And then last but not least, I stitched on Map of the Flower by Octavia Ocampo. This is on a 16 count peach, or touch of peach, I think, Aida. It's more than a touch, it's very peach, in my opinion. So I finished this leaf, or the eyebrow and the eye. And then I did come down, I counted like 3 times, and I came down and I started the butterfly right down here, which is the nose. So that's where I am on that one. And this one I think pretty much only comes out in February, so we probably won't see it again unless I have a big hankering or something to stitch on it. Maybe I'll stitch on it more this week, but I always at the end of the month, of any month, I get into my like transition month where I kind of want to start stitching on the stuff for the next month. So I still end up stitching for a month on each, you know, section. It's just they're kind of off like bricks, because I'm ready to move on. So that was all my stitching for this week. I don't have any haul or anything like that to show you, but plans, I pulled all of my bags for the Fancy Folk, which is what my March plan is. Some of it you've seen recently, like the Autumn Equinox Pixie, but let's see, we have Bellatrix, we have Wind Moon Fairy, we have Pinky and Blue Boy, which came out in January. We have Zinnia, so she's kind of a focus to get finished just because she's smaller, and so she's my my current Bewitching Pixie that I'm doing on kind of the cool backgrounds fabric. So, but the Bewitching Pixies actually go pretty quickly, so I think I might be able to get her done this month. That would be nice. And then I can start another one in August, because August is my follow-ups kind of thing. So anything that's like a series or anything like that, that's when I can start the next one, or work on, you know, stuff that's in series. So I do kind of want to focus a little bit on getting her worked on or done this March. Oh, and then I have Sweet Pea Fairy. And yeah, I did think about, because I have Florentina, which is a Mirabilia, completely kitted up. I was going to start her last year and I just didn't. So if I get the need to start something, then I could always pull out Florentina. But the other thing I have to possibly start this month is my my retreat piece, because I do want to work on this on the retreat, but I don't really want to start it on the retreat. And this is my Petal Fairy, which I'm converting to Tinkerbell. I talked about that a lot several episodes ago. So I think I want to work on the Tinkerbell part of it at the retreat, but I was thinking that I could get it started with the flower. And so I might start that this month. And this is the one that I kitted up, because the kitting it up was a little bit more elaborate since I changed colors all over the place, you know, and added colors, and basically had to change the hair, change the dress, change the wings. So everything had its own kind of color scheme, and then I kitted them up on these really cool Disney playing card floss drops that I made. So yeah, so I could very realistically start this week. Oh, did I even have a fabric paper? I don't have a fabric yet. That is something I need to decide on. Okay, I think that's about it. I know this is a shorter video, but that's okay. Maybe it'll upload really fast. Yeah, so basically this coming up week, I'm going to finish out the last few floral things that I want to do. Some things are going to stay in my rotation because I want to get them done. Like, I'm going to keep the pomegranate out, and I'm going to keep the 2 bee projects out because those need to kind of get slotted in and get finished. Other than that, all of the floral projects are going to get put away, and all of the, you know, fancy folk come out to be worked on in March. So there'll be overlap a little bit this week. And then if I'm feeling creative in that way, I will start trying to get the finish done on the frogs, but that I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, so I mean, that's basically it for me this week. I hope that you're having a great week, and I hope you get a lot of good stitching and crafting and relaxing time in, and I hope to see you next Saturday. Don't forget that. Until I see you again, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Karla. Bye-bye.